Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. So on the Ethereum chart, we have also a nice green candle today. So the triangle obviously got invalidated. It does not invalidate the idea of another move to the downside, in a wave 5. That's still technically possible because price has only rallied in 3 waves so far. You can clearly see it's a 3-wave move, even though wave 4 didn't end up as a triangle, but more like a WXY structure. But I already told you over the last few weeks that obviously we need to be ready in case Ethereum and Bitcoin decide to rally from here, which is what they can, right? They can do that because after this liquidation event, the low could be in. So again, ideally everybody accumulated at the lows. I did the same. Always highlight that on Discord and Telegram because, the only way you can really prepare for something like that is to accumulate the lows. And especially after such a liquidation event, we had the RSI oversold, the MACD, the MACD basically doesn't really have an oversold reading, but it was quite far down. And you always have to be ready for that, as I said, but you can't really confirm it until you see it. Okay, so that's the tricky nature of the crypto market. Prices can bottom in WXY structures and the low could be in. I still can't confirm it. When can I confirm it? I can confirm it when we see the blue wave count play out, basically 5 waves. This is what we now need to see. At the moment, it's a 3-wave move up. So the only way this can turn into a 5-wave move is by breaking above resistance, making a higher low and another higher high, and it would have to be a diagonal structure. This is only possible in a diagonal. Bitcoin is the same. It's a forced wave count, but it can work, okay? It can work, but now we need to see. It's obviously too late to trade this to the upside. The time to accumulate was down here. And I think now it's all about letting it play out because it can, but it can also break down. If it breaks down, it should break down from here, okay? If it continues to run, it should give us 5 waves. I will let you know if I see these. If we see 5 waves, then we can formulate a pullback zone in an ABC correction, again, to scale in, okay? Very, very important. What else to say? Well, few things to mention. Obviously, what did we talk about? We said that after such a tight consolidation range, you often see an aggressive move. This is what we saw, in this case to the upside, invalidating the triangle, but just resetting wave 4. We also highlighted that obviously a low could be in. We need to be prepared for that because cryptos like to bottom in a WXY structure. But again, we cannot confirm that until we see those 5 waves up in blue. We also said that the crypto market has turned into something very, you could say binary. So either we see these several week-long consolidations, corrections, and then you see a day or 2 days of very aggressive price action, and that's it. And then again, we are back to several day or week-long consolidation. I would not be surprised if this wave 4 again will take ages, if we get it, okay? So it's now at a key pivot point because it's basically arrived at the 50% Fib level. You can see how relevant these Fibonacci levels are. It's just fighting with it now, and I guess over the course of today, we will get some more clarity if it is just a fake out, which they often are. I mean, this is a news-driven rally as far as I understand it. Seems to be related to the Grayscale ETF and the SEC and the court ruling, but I only read through it quickly. These often top in corrective structures, so it could be a bull trap, right? It could be a bull trap. But again, I always emphasize the idea of accumulating pullbacks, and this was a pullback. So for anybody who's accumulated a pullback, these are the golden opportunities, because my strategy is accumulating like Gridbot those lows, especially after liquidation events, take profits as the market makes them available, only spot positions until we have a confirmed low in place. If we have a confirmed low in place, which will be after a 5-wave move up and a 3-wave move down, I'm happy to go more aggressively, maybe even with a futures position, with a tight stop. But until then, it's just leaving it a lot of space, scaling into support, seeing Bitcoin as a long-term asset, accumulating this bear market, right? Taking profit when the market makes it available. If it crashes down again, accumulating more, grows the equity curve. One regret I had for Bitcoin and Ethereum in the last bear market was I did not accumulate enough BTC and ETH. So I'm rectifying that in this bear market. So it's all about like a grid bot, yeah, continuously adding, again, taking profits, scaling back in, and so on, using those profits to scale back in. As the price goes lower, larger position sizes, if the price is quite high, as it was like just below 30K, just tiny bits, okay? So, and then like a triangle, basically, where the position size is visualized by the triangle shape. But I talk about that many times. Just sort of, in my opinion, that's the most lazy way, the most relaxed way, the most healthy way to deal with this market. But it only works for Bitcoin, Ethereum on that scale, in my opinion, because a lot of the altcoins don't look very, very healthy. You can do that on a smaller scale with altcoins. But yeah, I see Bitcoin, Ethereum more as a long-term asset. That's why it works very nicely. Yeah, so basically, everything we talked about is still true, right? So we need those 5 waves above resistance to confirm a low is in. Until then, it is speculation, and it can easily just break down, because if it wants to break down, it would do that here. I'm gonna add the 61.8 retracement just for info, because it could test that at 1760, just as a level to watch, 1760. In case it decides to push higher, right? But again, it's just a 3-wave move at the moment. How to label that? So for example, also here in the blue wave count, I would have to label this let me see. If we really label it, obviously it would be a diagonal. So the wave 3 would be an ABC structure. A wave, B wave bottomed here probably, and the C wave to the upside now, and that could get another high, because the C wave, yeah, would be a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it should really hold the 50% retracement. That's micro support. And that's at 1690. So it needs to hold 1690 or it will start to break down. But the more relevant support level is the support for, oh, it deleted again. I don't know, it takes all my stuff out today. I don't know why. So the more relevant fib level to watch and the more relevant support is the 61.8 retracement. It is more relevant because we are in a diagonal at best, okay? And let me just see, and that is 1647. So as long as it's holding 64, but I don't want it to go below that. So a wave 4, we can expect or accept a wave 4 pullback all the way down to the golden ratio in a diagonal. Anything below that is too deep to be reliable. So 1647 is the main support. As long as that level holds, and any pullback now, we could push higher. But things are very much in the making, so it's always worth to let it settle first. Let's let it settle. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how the altcoins behave. I think, I don't know, I haven't checked the altcoin charts yet, but I know they probably pumped as well. But have they gone above resistance or not? That's what we need to see. Is it in 5 waves? But Bitcoin, Ethereum obviously leading at the moment. So we need to let it settle. And then we'll update later today. Okay, that's my update. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.